Hello, 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 hello. Okay. Hello, good morning, students. This is Hemant sir. I'll be continuing your geology. So last class we started a chapter called Animal Kingdom. We understand that animals can be classified based on the criteria. We have seen, right? What are those? Like level of organization, symmetry. Okay, like level of organization. What we studied, what we understood. We understood that some animals are made up of cells. Some animals, that cells join together to form the tissue. Okay, so animals who are having only cellular aggregations, the cells are coming together and they're working. Okay, so this we are calling it as cellular level of organization, and we notice in the case of phylum Porifera. Okay, later we understand that the cells together they're forming, they're coordinating, and they're forming a tissue. Okay, the tissue level of organization is seen in case of phylum Ctenophora, as well as right, Ctenophora also called as Cnidaria. Okay, sorry, Ctenophora is different. Cnidaria also called as Coelenterata. Okay, so Coelenterata and Ctenophora, we notice what type of organization, cell tissue level of organization. Okay, if you take from the platyhelminthes, or only platyhelminthes you are talking about, and they are made up of organs. Okay, organ level of organization is noticed there. Then we studied about organ systems. There, what we noticed, couple of organs are there. They are coordinating themselves. Okay, so to form organ system. Organ system level of organization is noticed in case of from Aschelmanthus to the chordata. So this is what we studied in the previous. Okay. So today class we are going to study detail about what is coelom, what is segmentation, and what about notochord. Okay, we already know, right? If notochord is present, it is called, those animals are called chordates. If notochord is absent, these animals are called non-chordates. Okay, what is coelom? Coelom is the body cavity. Okay, what is coelom? Coelom is the body cavity. Shall I call all body cavities as a coelom? There is no. Then NCRT given one definition for the coelom. The definition is the body cavity which is lined by the mesoderm. Okay, body cavity which is lined by the mesoderm. Mesoderm. Okay, this is called it as coelom. Okay, so we understood what is the definition of coelom. Okay, now what is the purpose of coelom? Why our body requires coelom? What is the necessity of having coelom? Okay, imagine this is our body. This is our body, and what I mentioned, coelom is the body cavity. So we have some cavity. What is the purpose of having the cavity? We have organs, right? Those organs can be accommodated in that spaces. Okay, let's say that can be kidney. Let's say that can be lungs. Some other organs. It's fine. It's okay. Okay. Conclusion is what? Body cavity is present in our body. In that body cavity, our organs are situated. Our organs are present. So that is one of the function of the coelom. Second, it acts as a shock absorber. Okay, coelom. Any animals who are having coelom, they are having coelomic fluid. That coelomic fluid act as a shock absorber. Okay, shock absorber, you know, right? Like if you are falling on the bed, immediately, okay, nothing going to happen to you. Okay, I like suspense action, you can feel it, right? Similar way. Okay, so when we are jumping like this, our organs are not colliding. Okay, they are not hitting each other. Okay, so that is one of the function of the coelomic fluid. So animals who are having coelom, those are called coelomates. Animals who don't have coelom, these are called acoelomates. Okay, we understand the definition of the coelom. Coelom is the body cavity which is lined by the mesoderm. We also understand that coelom helps in the, like, it provides space for the accommodation of the organ. Okay, and any animal who is having coelom, obviously what is that? Coelomic fluid is there. This coelomic fluid, what it will do? It acts as a shock absorber. Got it? Okay. Next, how this coelom is forming? We understand the definition of coelom, but we want to know how this coelom is forming. Okay, I hope you are familiar with the diploblastic and triploblastic animals. Okay, previous class we studied, right, like that is germ layers. Germ layers. How many germ layers are there? There are three germ layers. What are those? Outer layer is called ectoderm. Inner layer is called endoderm. And the middle layer is called mesoderm. I understood some of you are thinking, what are these germ layers, right? So these germ layers are formed during development of our embryo. Okay, if you want clarity about that, I will give you that. Imagine this is sperm and this is egg, which will undergo fertilization to form what? Zygote. Okay, this is zygote. This zygote will undergo further division. This is called what? Cleavage. Okay, then it will form a ball-like structure. 2 cell will convert into 4, 4 convert into 8, 8, 16. The repeated mitotic division going to take place. Okay, so it will form a ball-like structure. This we are calling as morula. Morula. Okay, later this morula convert into blastula. Again, ball-like structure, outer trophoblast cells. Don't worry about these terms. Again, these terms we will study detailedly in the reproduction chapter. Okay, why I am explaining all these things? To know what are germ layers, how the germ layers are forming. Once we understand how these germ layers are forming, we can easily understand, okay, how coelom is forming. Here, okay. So morula, later it convert into blastula. This blastula, further it convert into gastrula. Okay, here we will notice three germ layers. I am drawing a rough diagram here. This outer layer, I am calling it as ectoderm. Middle layer, I am calling it as mesoderm. And and the inner layer, we are calling it as endoderm. This is endoderm. Like this, what are formed? Three germ layers are formed. What are the three germ layers? Ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. Okay. Outer layer is called ectoderm. This is ectoderm. This middle one is mesoderm, and this one inner one is endoderm. In this way, three germ layers are formed during our embryonic development. Now, this formed germ layers, okay, they will undergo further division and they will undergo further development. Once they are undergoing further development, there is formation of the coelom in some animals. Okay, coelom is not formed in every animal. Okay, coelom is formed in some animals. Let us see how coelom is forming. I hope you are clear with the definition of coelom and function of the coelom, right? Definition of coelom is what? The body cavity lined by the mesoderm. Okay, again we'll recollect the definition once we understand how coelom is forming. Let us see how coelom is forming. As I mentioned earlier, germ layers are there during embryonic development. Let's say this is outer layer. The name of the outer layer is what? Ectoderm. This is ectoderm. Okay. Next, middle layer is there. What is the name of that middle layer? Middle layer is called mesoderm. This is mesoderm. These are called germ layers. Simply I am calling as layers. Okay. But these are called germ layers. Middle layer is called mesoderm. Now inner layer is there. That inner layer is called endoderm. This is endoderm. Okay. These germ layers are there, right? Further, there will be splitting of this middle layer. Okay. Same layers I will copy here. Same layers I will draw here if required. Outer layer what I call it as ectoderm. This is ectoderm. Same ectoderm layer, germ layer. It is ectoderm. Middle layer is mesoderm. I'll speak about that. This is inner layer. What is the name of the inner layer? Endoderm. Okay. This is endoderm. Let me label it as endoderm. Okay. Now, what is the conclusion? What is the point I want to mention here? The point I would like to mention is this mesoderm is there, right? This is the middle layer. Okay, here pink one, that middle layer, right? This mesoderm will undergo splitting. Splitting of mesoderm takes place. Imagine here one layer is there. Here one layer is there. Two layers are there. Outer layer I am calling as what? Ectoderm. Inner layer I am calling is what? Endoderm. Right. So between ectoderm and endoderm, which layer is there? Mesoderm layer is there. Okay. Now what I am saying, this mesoderm layer is splitting like this. So when mesoderm layer is splitting like that, it will attach to the ectoderm. This part will attach to the endoderm. Correct. Got it? Okay. Same thing. This mesoderm layer is there. This mesoderm layer will undergo what? Splitting in the further development. As it undergoing splitting, okay, some of the mesoderm layer will attach here. Some of the mesoderm layer will attach here. As a result, what is formed? Very good. What is formed? Coelom is formed. This body cavity is there now, whatever you are seeing. Body cavity. This body cavity, we are calling it as coelom. Pronunciation is coelom. Coelom. Okay. So animals who are having the body cavity, these are called coelomates. Animals who don't have the body cavity, these are called acoelomates. Got it? Okay. So what is the diagram? How will you represent acoelomate? Okay, this can be acoelomate representation. How this can be acoelomate representation? Notice clearly. Ectoderm is there, endoderm is there, mesoderm also there. Three germ layers are there. But there is no body cavity. You can ask me, sir, what you are saying? This is the body cavity. Okay. You are showing here this can be body cavity, right? It is not body cavity. Then what it is? In further development, if the embryo is further developing, later life it will be converted into gut. Okay, it will convert into gut. It is not the body cavity. This is gut. Clear? So this is diagram representing a coelomates. This is the diagram representing eucoelomates. U means true. You can see true body cavity is present. Okay, eucoelomates. Okay, I hope you are clear with this. Okay, coelom is absent, those are called acoelomates. Coelom is present, those are called eucoelomates. Okay, in our book they mentioned, they are talking about another type of coelom, that is called pseudocoelom. Okay, so third type of coelom, that is called pseudocoelom. Let me draw here itself. This is outer layer. All of us know what is the layer? Ectoderm. And this is the inner layer. What is the name of the inner layer? Endoderm. And we are seeing a cavity. Okay, here mesoderm, in reality it will be present like this, but in your book they are given like this. Mesodermal pouches are present, like that they are given. NCERT they mentioned about pseudocoelom about like that. So I am mentioning the same thing. Got it? This cavity you are seeing here, which cavity? This cavity, this one here. This is called what? Pseudocoelom. Got it? Conclusion is what? Total three type of Coeloms are there. Okay, let me recap what is coelom also. What I told you, what is coelom? Coelom is the body cavity lined by the mesoderm. Okay, here body cavity lined by mesoderm. See, this is the body cavity which is lined by the mesoderm. Here mesoderm is there, here also mesoderm is there. Got it? Animals who are having coelom are called coelomates. Animals who don't have coelom are called acoelomates. Some animals, coelom is present, but that is not a true coelom. Okay, mesodermal pouches are formed here. Okay, mesoderm is not connecting to the endoderm as well as ectoderm. Simply mesodermal pouches are formed. That's why I'm calling it as pseudo coelom. Here, what is important for the NEET examination? Examples. Okay, we are clear what is coelom and how many types are there. Now let us have a look into examples of different coelomate organisms. Acoelomate. Example for acoelomates are Cnidaria, and Ctenophora. Okay, I already mentioned this, right? Cnidaria also called as what? Coelenterata. They can use Coelenterata also in examination. It is fine. Okay. Next, eucoelomate. Example for eucoelomates are, I'll write pseudocoelomate here. Example for pseudocoelomates is next phylum. Okay, here platyhelminth is also coming. Platyhelminths. Okay, these three are examples of the acoelomates. Next one, pseudocoelomate examples are Aschelminths. Okay, example for eucoelomates are what? After Aschelminths, we know which phylum is coming. Annelida. Annelida to the chordata. I hope you know right the order of the phylum. Okay, kingdom Animalia having how many phylums in our syllabus? Actually 11, right? What are those? Porifera, Coelenterata, Ctenophora, Platyhelminths, Aschelminths, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, Chordata. Okay. So what I am saying, Annelida to the Chordata. What kind of coelom they have? They have true coelom. They have true body cavity. Okay. Some animals false coelom is there. Those are called pseudocoelomates. Which animals are having false coelom? That is Aschelminths. Okay. Some animals that don't even have coelom. Okay. What is the example? Cnidaria, Ctenophora and Platyhelminths. The diagram which you are seeing here, that is Cnidaria. NCERT one diagram they are given. Three germ layers, not Cnidaria, that is Platyhelminths. Three germ layers are given. What are the three germ layers? Ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. These are the three germ layers. Okay. In case of Cnidaria and Ctenophora, instead of mesoderm, they have a layer. That layer is called mesoglia, which is a jelly-like substance. Jelly-like substance. Got it? So mesoderm is absent in case of Cnidaria and Ctenophora. That's why they are what? Diploblastic animals. We studied, right? Okay, diploblastic animal means only two germ layers are there. What are the two germ layers? Ectoderm as well as endoderm. They don't have mesoderm. Instead, they have mesoglia. Got it? So that is about coelom and that is about different coelomate organisms. Okay. Next one is segmentation. Okay. Some animals, if you notice, their body is having segments. Some animals, they don't even have segments. Some animals, they have both internal segmentation as well as external segmentation. Let us have a look into segmentation. I hope you have seen earthworms, right? If you see earthworm, okay, here I kept the picture of the earthworm. Okay, you can see externally segments are there. Body you can see, okay, external segment. If you cut the earthworm, let's say we are taking a section of earthworm. This is earthworm. Okay. If you are taking a section of earthworm, internally also, okay, internally also what are there? Segments are present. If any animal, externally as well as internally segments are present, those animals are called what? Those animals are exhibiting what type of segmentation? That is called metameric segmentation. Metameric segmentation meaning is what? Through segmentation. Okay, each segment name is what? Metamer. Metamer. Are we clear? What we are studying about? We are studying about segmentation. If any animal having body is having segments. Okay, what type of segment I am speaking about? Metameres. Metamer or this phenomenon is called what? Metameric segmentation. Meaning externally animal externally segments are there as well as internally segments are there. Okay. NCERT they given this definition like this. What is the definition of segmentation? Animal body is both externally and internally segmented with at least a repetition of some organ. That is the line they are given. What they are trying to say is, imagine this is a train coach. Okay, let's say sleeper. Okay, AC coach will give B1, B2, B3, B4. Imagine it is AC coach. Okay. Now every coach, what is common? Here bed will be there. Here also bed will be there. Here bed. Here bed. Fan here. Here fan is there. Here also fan. Here also fan. Here also fan. Correct, na? So that is the meaning of at least repetition. Okay. So what they are trying to say is, if you take a blood vessel, this is the blood vessel which is present in the earthworm. This is the blood vessel which is present in the earthworm. See, this blood vessel is present in this segment, this segment, this segment, this segment. That is the meaning of at least a repetition of some organ. So I hope you are clear what is the meaning of metameric segmentation. Segmentation, animal bodies divided into segments. True segmentation, that is metameric segmentation. Both externally and internally segmentation taken place. Here, most of the time I notice students will get confusion with respect to some terms. Those are like metamer means segmented. Metamerism, okay, metamerism is a process or a phenomenon of segmentation. Next one, metastasis. I hope you know what is metastasis, right? What is metastasis? Come on. Metastasis is the property exhibited by the cancer cells. Okay. Cancer cells will migrate from one location to another location, right? So that is metastasis. And metagenesis, which is called alternation of generation, meaning one form will convert into another form. You can take Nidaria. Nidaria, where we notice this phenomenon. Polyp convert into Medusa, Medusa convert into polyp. So this is called metagenesis. Okay. And last one, that is metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is what? Larva convert into adult form. So this many names are there. As a biologist, we should remember all these names. Okay. So come back to this point. What point I would like to mention is, we are talking about segmentation. We understand what is true segmentation. We understand the definition, NCERT definition of the segmentation. Now we need to look into the examples of this segmentation. What are the examples of segmentation? You can remember like this true segmentation. In examination they are asking about true segmentation. You can remember like this. That is AC. Okay, what is that? AC. What is this? A for Annelida. Annelida. It is a phylum. Okay. Another A for Arthropoda. C for Chordata. Okay. Annelida, Arthropoda, Chordata. These are the animals who will exhibit true segmentation. True segmentation means what? Metameric segmentation. Got it? Okay. And one more thing is there, that is when we are studying about flatworm. Again, why I am calling them as flatworms? Because their body, if you notice, see, this is anterior part of our body, this is posterior part, this will be our ventral, this will be our dorsal. Okay. If you see this animal, dorsally as well as ventrally, this body is what? Flat. That's why we are calling them as flatworm. In flatworms, we will see, okay, one example, that is Taenia solium. Okay, whatever you are seeing here, simply it is called tapeworm. If you notice tapeworm, okay, externally segments are there, but internally no segments are present. That's why we are calling as what? Pseudo segmentation. Pseudo meaning is what? Pseudo meaning is false, and segmentation. So pseudo segmentation meaning is false segmentation is noticed. Where false segmentation is noticed, one of the example is Taenia solium. Taenia solium also called as tapeworm. Got it? So this is with respect to the segmentation. These are the maximum possible questions they can ask in the examination. Just go through the definition which is given in the NCERT. That is very important. Okay. Okay. Next one is notochord. If any animal is having a notochord, these animals are called chords. If any animal they don't have notochord, these are called what? Non-chordates. Okay. If you see the classification of animal kingdom divided like it is also called as metazoa. Metazoa means true animals will be coming. Okay. Again, parazoa, eumetazoa will be coming. Porifera, Coelentata, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Echinodermata, Mollusca. Finally, Hemichordata. Finally, what we are studying, Chordata. Okay. Chordata again divided into two sub two groups. Okay, two subgroups. Okay, one is Acraniata, another one is Craniata. Okay. So again, like this 11 are there, na? 11 means what? Out of this 11, up to Hemichordata, phylum Porifera, up to what? Hemichordata. What we are calling them? We are calling them as non-chordate. Question means why we are calling them as non-chordate? Because they don't have notochord. What is notochord? This is notochord. Okay, this is notochord. This is NCERT picture I have taken. This is notochord. If animals during their embryonic stage when they are developing, they have this notochord, those are called chordates. Notochord is absent, these are called non-chordates. So these animals which I am mentioning here, they don't have notochord, so I am calling them as what? Non-chordates. Okay. Next one. Let me label the picture which is given here. Which color will be good? I think we'll be going with red. Okay. This is called nerve cord. What you are seeing here, this is called nerve cord. And this one, as I said earlier, it is called what? Notochord. And this is gut. I can draw here, right here. This is gut. And this is anus, right? After anus, tail-like structure is present. So it is called post-anal tail. Post-anal tail. Examination, sometime they will ask what are chordate characters. If they are asking this question, what is the possible answer? Possible answer is what? Nerve cord, having, okay, nerve cord, having notochord, having gut, having post-anal tail, and these are called gill slits. Here you can notice, no, these are called what? Gill slits. These are called gill slits. These are typical chordates. Okay, it is a typical chordate diagram. What is the conclusion? Animals having notochord, these are called chordates. Animals not having notochord, these are called non-chordates. Non-chordates example starting from Porifera, landing at Hemichordata, up to Hemichordata, we are calling them as non-chordates. Now think of this, why we should have notochord, why we should have nerve cord, what is the purpose of that? Okay, this notochord origin, if you are not taking, I told you, right, three germ layers are there. What are the three germ layers? Ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. In that middle layer is called what? Mesoderm, right? That mesoderm in the further life, when it is developing further, it will gives, okay, like if I am talking about ectoderm, this is nerve cord I mentioned, right? It is ectodermal in origin. If I am talking about mesoderm, from mesoderm what is coming? Notochord is coming. This is mesoderm. Okay. Further life. This is what I told you about this picture. I mentioned that this is like in our embryonic stage it will be looking like that. So when we completely develop, how it will what in later life what it is going to do? It is going to convert into vertebral column. Vertebral column. Okay, so we have vertebral column, right, in which spinal cord is present. Okay, so that vertebral column is coming from where? It is coming from the notochord. What is the origin? Origin is very important. Origin is mesodermal origin. And we have seen nerve cord, right? What is the function of Okay, now card. In future life, this now card is convert into brain and spinal cord. Spinal cord. What I'm trying to say, now we have brain and spinal cord, right? In our embryonic stage, it is coming from the now card. Got it? So animals who are having notochord chordates, who are not having notochord non-chordates. Okay, these are chordate character, and the origin of notochord is very important. In further life, what notochord is converting? Generally, in chordates, this notochord will be converted into either bony vertebral column or cartilaginous vertebral column. Clear? So that is about this. Okay, notochord. Animals having, who is having, tell me, notochord? Answer is only one phylum. What is that phylum? Chordata. Okay, okay. Second possible question. Sometime, okay, okay, they want to give paper difficulty and all. They will check this one. Okay, what is that? This is, if you take an animal, this will be ventral side of an animal. Okay, imagine you are sleeping like this. So when you are sleeping, this will be your ventral side. Your back will be dorsal side. Same thing you apply here. This will be ventral and this is dorsal. Okay. Examination, what type of statement they will give? I will write the statement here. Statement says that notochord is ventral to the nerve cord. Okay, notochord is ventral to the nerve cord. Okay, can you tell me this statement is true or this statement is false? Statement is true or statement is false? What is the statement? Statement says notochord is ventral to that of nerve cord. To know that whether that statement is true or false, we should know this picture. Okay, how we can interfere? Let us see. This is ventral side. This is notochord. Now notochord ventral side is this. Dorsal side is this. This is nerve cord ventral side is this. Dorsal side is this. What statement they are telling? They are telling notochord is ventral side of nerve cord. This is nerve cord. Ventral side of nerve cord. Who is present? Answer is notochord is present. Now tell me, this statement is true or this statement is false? Yes, you are correct. This statement is true. Are we clear with this? Got it? Good. So that is about chordate characters. Okay. So far, what we studied in today class, we started with coelom. We understand that coelom is a body cavity which is present in the animals. Any animals who are having coelom, they are having what? Coelomic fluid. Okay. This coelom helps in the accommodation of organs. Organs can be fit in the body cavity. Second, coelomic fluid act as a shock absorber which reduces the friction between the organs, which prevents the collision of the organs. Okay. Next, animals who don't have coelom, these are called acoelomates. Example for acoelomates are what? We have seen, right? Example for acoelomates are Cnidaria, Ctenophora and Platyhelminthes. Sometimes they will form a statement like this. That statement is, okay, you need to tell me whether this statement is true or false. I'll write the statement here. Statement says that all triploblastic animals are eucoelomates. Tell me whether this statement is true or this statement is false. Okay, statement is true or statement is false. Let us see what they are given. All triploblastic animals are eucoelomates are given. Okay, what are diploblastic animals? What are triploblastic animals? Cnidaria, Ctenophora, they are what? Diploblastic animal, meaning they have two germ layer, they don't have mesoderm. As mesoderm is not there, it won't split. As it won't split, it is acoelomate, it is fine. But if you are talking about the platyhelminthes, what I mentioned, Platyhelminth is having what? Germ layer. Which germ layer? Mesoderm. Meaning it is having three germ layer: ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. Okay. Even though it is having three germ layer, it is not a coelomate. See, it is coming under which category? It is coming under acoelomates. Got it? Here? Okay. So that's why the statement is a false statement. It is not a correct statement. Why it is not a correct statement? If that is correct, okay, platyhelminth is having three germ layer. It is supposed to be forming coelom. Why it is not forming coelom? Mesoderm is not splitting like this. Why mesoderm is not splitting? Because it is having solid mesoderm. Got it? So that is about coelom. Later what we studied? We studied about segmentation. Okay, animals who are having segments. Okay, segments in the sense externally as well as internally segments. Okay, that is called what? Metamerism through segmentation. Each segment we are calling as what? Metamer. Okay, segmentation is noticed in which phylums? It is very easy. But examination, what they will do is they will give a type of question, that is one box will be given. In that they will give different names. Phylum names they won't be given. Okay, they will be giving examples like monkey, donkey, tapeworm. Next one is earthworm. Question is very simple. What is question? How many of the following animals are exhibiting metameric segmentation through segmentation? What will be the answer? Easy, right? What I told you. A, C, A for Annelida. Let's say arthropoda, it doesn't matter. Annelida, arthropoda, A. C for chordata. From the given, okay, question, we need to pick what? Annelida, arthropoda, chordata. Okay, monkey. Monkey is a mammal. Okay, so it is coming under what? Coming under what? Coming under chordata. Donkey coming under chordata. Okay, tapeworm. Tapeworm, what I mentioned, it is coming under platyhelminthes, flatworms. So tapeworm is not coming. Obviously, I told you what I told you. Earthworm. Earthworm belong to which phylum? Annelida. Annuals are there. Rings are there. Okay, so that's why Annelida. Got it? Now it belongs to Annelida. So Annelida is there, chordates are there. Answer is what? 3. Out of these 4 animals, 3 animals are exhibiting what type? What they are exhibiting? They are exhibiting true segmentation. What is the true segmentation called? Metameric segmentation. Here? Okay. Later we studied about notochord. If animals are having notochord, these are called chordates. If they are not having notochord, these are called non-chordates. Okay. There are some differences between chordates as well as non-chordates. Okay. In our NCERT they given one table, right? Generally, non-chordates they don't have heart. If they have heart, that heart is on dorsal side. Do we have heart? Obviously we have heart. Which direction, which side it is present? It is present exactly here, mediastinum region. Are we chordates or non-chordates? Obviously we are chordates. So chordates having heart, that heart is present on the ventral side. Non-chordates generally they don't have heart. If heart is present, that is present on the dorsal side, that is back side. Clear? That is the first difference. Obviously the main difference is notochord is present, chordates, notochord is not present, non-chordates. That is second difference. Okay. And third difference, post-anal tail is present in case of chordates, post-anal tail is absent in case of non-chordates. Like this, some differences we will notice. Okay. So this we will study in our regular classes. Okay, regular classes we will be studying detailedly about different phylums. We will start from the, don't worry, okay, sir mentioned here phylum Porifera, Cnidaria, Ctenophora, what is that and all. You don't worry, no need to worry. Okay, so in regular classes when you are coming here, obviously we will be continuing. Okay, we will be studying detailedly. Okay, every phylum, what is that phylum, what is the special character of that phylum, what are the example in exam, NEET exam, how they are asking questions on that particular topic. Okay, all these aspects will be covered in the regular classes. Okay, so when regular classes are starting, please try to come offline. Okay, so this is today's topic. Next class, what we'll do is we'll be stopping this chapter here. We'll be starting. Okay, we'll be continuing with a new topic. That topic is structural organization in animals. We'll be studying about different types of tissues. Okay, I hope you know how many types of tissues are there. Okay, for total four types of tissues are there: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, neural tissue. About these tissues, we'll study. Okay, properly, detailedly. Okay. So that is the next class. Okay. So with this we completed what basis we can classify the animals. Okay. Let us recap from the beginning. Okay. What we studied. First, we understand what are animals. Generally, animals exhibit a holozoic mode of nutrition. They will take the food. Okay. This is what ingestion. After taking food, food is undergoing digestion. After digestion, undigested food is removed. This is called ingestion, digestion. Next one, addition. Clear? So they will exhibit a holozoic mode of nutrition. Animals exhibit holozoic mode of nutrition. All animals are multicellular animals. Okay, multicellular. They are made up of many cells. Got it? Another point is all animals, okay, most of the animals will exhibit locomotion. Most of the animals they'll move. They can respond to the external stimuli. You're asking one question, I'll be responding. Okay, your dog is there, you're calling, it will be coming. So they will respond to the external stimuli. Generally, animals respond to the external stimuli, and their mode of nutrition is heterozoic. Okay, and they will be completely depend upon, okay, heterotropic. Heterotropic means they will be depending upon the other organism for the food. Okay, then this is about animals. Animals are having this, okay, they will follow this basic properties which I mentioned. Okay, so then we seen what basis you mentioned as our porifera, coelentata, cnidaria, okay, ctenophora, platyhelminths, ascalminths, annelida, arthropoda, so on. We studied, right? What basis, based on what you classified these bases? So what are those? First we studied level of organization. Body is made up of cella, tissue, or organ system. How their body is made up of. Next one, body plan. Body plan in the sense what? Some animals, if you are taking, I will just give overview here. Okay, if you are taking some animals, their body just made up of cellular aggregations. Best example is sponges. Okay, sponges in the sense not which we use in okay for bathing and all. Okay, it look like somewhat like that. Sponges are the animals, mostly they are marine. They are present in the marine water. Obviously, some freshwater sponges also there. Okay, so their body is made up of cellular aggregation. That is one type of body plan. Only we'll notice in case of sponges. Okay, second one. What is second one? Second body plan is called blind sac body plan. This animal inside body, okay, digestive system you are noticing particularly. Okay, they want to take food. Obviously they will take food. How that food is entering through one pore, one hole. Okay, food is digested. Let's say food is digested. Now food need to be eliminated. It is called what? Digestion, right? Again, that digestion also taking place through the same pore. Got it? So this type of body plan is called what? This is cellular aggregation. This is called what? Blind sac body plan. This is called blind sac body plan. Okay. Who will exhibit blind sac body plan? From Cnidaria up to Platyhelminths. Sometimes they will ask this also, like which is the first phylum to exhibit cellular level of organization, which is first phylum to exhibit tissue level of organization, which is first phylum to exhibit a blind sac body plan. Okay, we already know, right? Which is first phylum to exhibit blind sac body plan? Answer is Cnidaria. Okay, Cnidaria, Ctenophora, and Platyhelminths. If you see their body, okay, generally they are having only one opening. Through that opening only food will enter. Through that opening only food will be released out. Okay, this kind of a digestive system, if any animal having this type of body plan, blind sac body plan, we will call it as incomplete digestive system. Incomplete incomplete digestive system. Okay, if any animal is having body plan like this. Example is us. Okay, what is us? Our body is there, that is acting as a tube. It is acting like a tube. You can see here, this is a tube, and our digestive tract is there, acting as another tube. It starts on the mouth, the gastrointestinal tract will call, and end at the anus, right? So it is acting like another tube. So this is called as tube within tube body plan. Okay, in case of tube within tube body plan, two openings are there. One opening is called mouth, another opening is called anus. If any animal having this type of body plan, their digestive system is called complete digestive system, because one is there for entry of food, another one is there for exit of food. So we are calling complete digestive system. Are we clear? So that is about the body plan. Okay, after body plan, you studied in the last class, that is about what? Symmetry. One animal is there, you are passing an imaginary line, but it is not cutting the animal into two equal halves. It can cut the animal into two halves. It can cut the animal into two halves. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about cutting the animal into two equal halves. Imagine an imaginary line is passing like this. This animal, okay, cut into two equal halves. This is called symmetry. Any plane you try, okay, this plane, this, any plane you are trying, but the animal body not divided into two equal halves. It is called what? Asymmetry, absence of symmetry. Some animals will exhibit radial symmetry. See, you take us, will exhibit with symmetry. Bilateral symmetry, meaning this plane you cut, my body divided into two equal half. This plane, my body dividing into two equal half. But sorry, two halves, not into equal half. Only in this plane, body dividing into two equal half. This is called what? Bilateral symmetry. Okay, you take platforms. Platforms also they'll exhibit bilateral symmetry. Got it? Okay. Another one, another type of symmetry, that is called radial symmetry. Radial symmetry means animal will be like this. Many planes. One plane is divided into two equal halves. Now I am trying in another plane. I am trying in this plane. This plane also, this animal body divided into two equal halves. So this is called what? Radial symmetry. Many planes, animal body divided into two equal halves. This is called radial symmetry. It is also important. Here, when I am speaking about symmetry, okay, repeatedly asked question in the NEET examination or general examination, that is about echinoderma. Okay, echinodermata, one phylum is there, na? Echinus means spine. These animals are having spines over their body. That's why we are calling them as echinoderm. Okay, these animals, larva stage is there, will exhibit bilateral symmetry, which is advanced symmetry. Adult will exhibit radial symmetry. Clear? So this is very important exception. Okay, that is about uh, this one, symmetry. So we covered level of organization, we covered symmetry, we studied about body plan, and we have seen segmentation, coelom, as well as notochord is present or absent, and we studied about germ layer. Okay, germ layers are formed during embryonic development. If any animals are having two germ layers, those are called diploblastic. Three germ layers, these are called triploblastic. Diploblastic examples are Nidaria, Ctenophora. Okay, triploblastic example from Platyhelminthes to the chordata. Important point, triploblastic acoelomate, meaning three germ layers are there. Even though it is having three germ layer, it is not having coelom. Example for triploblastic acoelomate is what? What? Phylum Platyhelminthes. So, are we clear with this? Okay. So these are the basis of classification. Okay, and we'll be continue with a new topic in the next class. Signing off. Take care. See you in the next.